All right, fellas, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about an offense. We're going to keep the video as short as possible, but we're going to talk about an offense that really makes it so you don't need another offense. Okay, we did an entire breakdown of this video by video, play by play last year. So if you want a more in-depth sort of description of each of these plays, feel free to go back and look at the Madden 24 videos. I will be expanding upon this later in the year, but right now, if you're just starting out in Madden, or if it's just the beginning of the year for you and you're already a Madden player, you cannot go wrong with this offense. You don't need anything more than this offense. And there are really only 5 plays that we need to talk about. Okay, it's really nice this year. We do have a 6th that we can use, this pin pull toss, which is a really good run play. Actually, but we're going to talk about the RPO alert screen. We're going to talk about wide trail. We're going to talk about Dagger, we're going to talk about corner strike, and we're going to talk about Verts dig. Those are really the only plays you need. This read option is a really nice wrinkle that you can throw in there, but we only need these 5 plays. And the first play we're going to talk about is the RPO alert screen, right? Anytime they come out in any type of zone, we'll just go ahead and do dollar here, and we'll just do a cover 3, okay? So anytime they come in a zone, you're immediately going to audible to this. We're coming out in this play to begin with, but if we saw those cornerbacks backed off and we feel like they were playing zone, we just audible to this play, snap it, and throw the ball. And you're looking at 10 yards each time, right? With the potential for breaking this 20, 30, however many yards for a touchdown. It's just an awesome, awesome play. The run is also really good, right? We all know this, the inside zone. The inside zone is a little bit better, but you can see the chunks that we're getting here, right? Inside zone, I think, has a little bit better blocking, but it's essentially the same run. And again, you just throw and take your 10 yards. It's really frustrating for the defense. Okay, so we're going to set our audibles. Now, I always like to have my run first, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to switch this off. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the RPO alert screen here. The next play is going to be Dagger. The next play is going to be Verts dig. And the next play is going to be wide trail. These 4 plays, along with corner strike, this is everything you need in an offense to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, to create high-low reads, and to have a great run and a great RPO to keep them honest. Okay, so the play we're going to come out in is always going to be corner strike. Now, corner strike, you want to run it with the bunch to the wide side. It'll still work if you don't, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that it will work. But essentially, all we have to do is streak our tight end. Okay, we're going to put our R1 on a corner route. And you can do whatever you want with the running back. I like to put him over here, and then I like to take square and drag him to give us an underneath option. Okay? If they're playing cover 2, R1 is going to be open. And if they're playing pretty much any other kind of zone, unless they're mabling, circle's going to be open. One of those 2 corner routes is going to be open. Okay? And if not, you have your check down. They simply just can't cover all 4 of those routes on that side of the field unless they specifically sell out for this. So we're going to go ahead and let this play out, and I really don't even know what defense I called here. You can see we have our flat open, and we take that. 10, 15-yard gain. Easy, right?
On the quick, right?
So in this defense, I think there are some matching principles here. So let's see if we can get these open. Corner route, wide open. You can see how effective this play is. Again, we're streaking our tight end, we're corner routing R1, we're putting our halfback on a table route, and we're bringing our outside left receiver on a drag. And it's really nice to have this drag as a safety valve. Okay, so if everything is covered on the right side, we have that drag coming across the field, and it's going to be highly unlikely that they're going to have that thing covered. Again, our running back is open, so we take the 15 yards. 10 or 15 yards, right? It's just an awesome play. Okay, now we're going to talk about this Verts dig. This play is from last year. It was called Durham in this formation. what we need to do is drag our tight end. We need to put R1 on a post, okay? And then we're just going to streak our halfback. And you can see what we're creating here. We're creating a high-low read over the middle with the drag and the post, and then we're clearing out for the halfback. The left side receiver pulls the zones so that that post gets open. And then on the right side here, we're taking the flats and we have an option for a deep bomb. If they play man, generally speaking, Watson will fry his guy. Okay, so what are we going to be looking for our read? The first read is the outside guy. If he's not covered, it's Watson here. If he's not covered, you just throw it to him right away. Okay? Not covered? 10 yards or 8 yards, right? It's pretty simple. Very easy setup. So what we're really doing here is we're creating a high-low read that is going to be really tough to defend, okay? We have outside spacing, and they're going to have to choose between either the post route, the drag, or the running back, the user, okay? And we still have an outside option. This play is almost impossible to shut down unless you specifically adjust for this play. So whichever guy's open, we're just going to take it on this play. And you can see, big play right over the middle, right? This play, every single option has the potential for a big play, even the drag. That drag can be extremely powerful. And if they run man, that drag can get you 20 yards. The next play is going to be Dagger. And what really makes Dagger a really good play is you really only need to make one adjustment, okay? We have this sort of in route, right? This deep in, but it's a little bit more confusing. It's a little bit more hesitating for the defense to pick up. All we have to do is put R1 on a post. And we've got it set up. Such a simple setup. As you're coming out of the huddle, you can make your adjustment and snap the ball instantly. And remember, with Ward over there, if he beats his man off the line and they don't have help over top, that's an instant one-play touchdown. You can also put your halfback on a table route, which I think is a really nice option, okay? Because if this is man, it's just another man-beating route that you have. And in this case, we're pretty sure that it is man because we've seen it over the last 3 examples. But look at that. See how the clear out is? Because of that dagger and that post route, your running back, if it's man or if they forget about him, it can be a huge gain. So I like to do that. It depends on how much heat you're getting, right? And again, don't forget about Ward over there. If he beats that man off the line, it's lights out for the other team. In this case, we saw that post developing. It's just a very good play. Now, we're going to come out and probably, I wouldn't say this is the bread and butter play of this formation, but it is the glue, okay? This is possibly the best man-beating play in the entire game. And there's really only one adjustment we need to make, and we don't really have to make it. But I prefer to put our halfback Barkley on a flat, basically, right? Every route here torches man. You have a one-play touchdown with Ward potentially. R1, Hester, will almost always fry his guy on man. Goddard, with that Texas route, is almost uncoverable. And Barkley with the flat route. You've got 5 man-beating routes on this play. And this play will work against zone as well. So our first read is going to be R1 Hester, okay? Because it's the easiest, and he gets off pretty darn quick. But always keep an eye on that post. If they don't have that kind of safety help, that post is a one-play touchdown. So we're going to be looking for Hester first here. Wide open, and there's so much confusion over there that the defender got bumped off, okay? And remember, this is a quick snap play. We're already ready. So if R1 isn't open, you know what our next read is. It's the drag, right? And that drag, if it's man, they're going to be cleared out because this is a bunch formation, and that post is going to be taking another man away. this could be a huge gainer. Exactly what I'm talking about. Did we get 25 yards? Something like that. And of course, we have the Texas route. And most of the time, that Texas route is going to fry man. Just like that. Led that a little too much, but that you could see that could have been a one-play touchdown. Every route is potentially a one-play bomb. Even this Texas route. Look at the spacing that we can get. This play brings the entire formation together. It's just an awesome, awesome play. And if they're playing man with no help over top, or even a cover two, we can get this post on the left side with Ward open as long as we get enough time. And so if I have a feeling that we might be able to do that, I'll go ahead and block the running back. And in this case, I'm going to slide protect to the left. And let's see if we can get him open. And you can see just wide open, right? And again, that's not going to happen every play. If they don't have help over top, maybe if it's a cover two, again, if you think that they're going to be heavy blitzing and it's going to be basically a zero blitz, right? Just block your running back, and you could do whatever slide protection you want. In this case, I'm going to half slide to the left, and we can probably get this post open again. Wide open. Wide open. So you guys, you can see already, we've got an awesome, awesome offense. The RPO alert screen keeps the defense honest. Anytime the defensive backs are backed off and they're in zone, it's probably going to be 10 yards. Okay, it's one of the best RPOs in the game. You've got two blockers out there, and it's a really good run too. You do have the pin pull toss, so if you come out in the pin pull toss, you can obviously just audible to the RPO if you want to take it to the other side. And it's a really good run. I'll show it to you really quickly.
All right.
And you can see we just broke off what, 20-something yards, right? It's a really good run play. So like I said, you guys, we've got two really good runs, outside and inside, with the RPO and the pin pull toss, right? But that RPO, anytime the cornerbacks are backed off or you don't think it's going to be man, run that, okay? The nice bonus to that RPO alert screen is that because defenses are so easily disguised this year, not just with base align, but also with the coverage adjustment, what you come out in, the look you want to give. If it does happen to be man, you can just run the ball because it's a really excellent run. We've got wide trail, probably the best man beating play in the game. The glue, as I call it, this formation. You've got Dagger, which really helps you over the middle, right? And then you have that option if you put your running back on a table route, those routes will clear out the right side, and you can have a big gain with that. And you got corner strike, which gave people fits last year, and it's going to give people fits this year because you've got a streak and a double corner. You've also, if you put your running back on a table route, you've got 4 routes, right, on the right side, and then you've got, your C route, on the left side that you can turn into a drag. So you have a nice safety valve. It's a very difficult to stop play unless you specifically game plan for it. And then you have one of probably the top 3 plays in the entire game, Verts dig, right? This was Durham last year. We have high-low reads, and you have a nice fade streak on the left that pulls the zones, and then you have a flat that turns into a streak on the right, and then your halfback is a streak that fills the gap that's created by the high-low read in the middle. It's just an awesome play. This is the only offense you need in Madden right now. If you're brand new to Madden, practice the plays that I went over in this. Practice them, just practice one a day. If you just do 20 minutes a day for 5 days, okay, I guarantee you will start to win more games, because trying to stop this offense on defense is hell. It really is. It looks so simple when you see somebody going over it, but it's not. And if you get good, if you're good with read options, throw in the read option and you have yet another wrinkle to throw. But right now, the 5 plays I gave you, you don't need anything else. You can attack the sidelines, you can attack the middle, you have high-low reads, and you have great man-beating routes and plays. And you have this RPO screen that can just, your defender does everything perfect, and then you throw this RPO in there, and boom, they just lost 25 yards because your receiver just took off, right? Everything you need is in the bunch strong offset. And again, this is out of the Packers playbook, and I'll put all the playbooks it's in the description. And if you don't know, just go to maddenschool.com, click on playbooks, and click on the Packers playbook, click on the play, and it'll show you all the playbooks that have it. So you guys, last video we put out an awesome defensive video. This time we put out an awesome offensive video, and this is tried and true. This is proven through Madden 24, and this still works in Madden 25. When you do incorporate this and get good with it, as a note, we're going to be doing a bunch tight end mini scheme. We're going to be doing a bunch strong nasty, but you do have 3 really good bunch formations here that are easy for beginners to pick up, and they're used by pros as well. Okay, so be on the lookout for those in the future. But for now, enjoy this offensive breakdown. I'm telling you, this is a pro level offensive scheme. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for the next video, and as always, have a great day.